Up United! Man United fans are on a high worldwide right now, as in some form of pride has been restored. You get, we are splashing the cash. We've gotten Casemiro, we are linked to Cody Gakpo, we are linked to Anthony, talking about Frankie de Jong, talking about another right back, as in these are the things we want to see, and it feels like the fans are being bribed, to be honest. And it happens a lot. When it seems like the fan sentiment is going down, things are not. Man United look for a good news. You get to get the morale up, and this is one of such moves. It's been done several times. We splash the cash to mend over real cracks. So now it's 300 million pounds Man United is willing to spend in the next 2 weeks on players. We started the spend with Casemiro. I never in my life thought Man United would be able to pull that Casemiro deal off. The last video I did, I even mentioned it that I gave several reasons now why Casemiro won't find United an attractive proposition, like it's in a team that is likely to win stuff, challenging for stuff. It's a European champion, it's on a high, you get his earning at least decent wage. I didn't put into consideration the fact that Man United can almost double, not double. I think what Casemiro will be earning will be around 350k weekly, which will be the same wage with Sancho. Why Sancho? Sancho earning that much? I say, money can get to your head, you know that. That aside, I'm not saying money got to Sancho's head. I'm just speculating. So yeah, back to Casemiro. It's earning around 350k weekly. He wouldn't get that kind of contract. Madrid would not. I think if Madrid was going to even offer him a renewal, it might have even been at reduced wages. You get Madrid's already, and he knows that they're already planning to progress the team. You get they bought one of the best young players in that position in Chouameni. And then he's coming to, and Man United is still a big club per se. You get, forget the fact that with a mess up right now, but in terms of followership, for Naija, for example, I dare say Man United fans plenty pass. You get, so we are still one of the most followed clubs in the world, one of the biggest clubs in terms of revenue generation. So we still have that pool. And then he's coming to probably build something exciting with the coach over the next 2 3 years, earning good money. I don't see it as a risk for Casemiro, and yes, but it's a risk for us. He's a solid player. If it's what the coach wanted, fine. But where I come from is at the beginning of the season when the coach had put forward what he wanted. Casemiro's name wasn't on that list. Or because I'm trying to, honestly, it doesn't make sense because look at the progression. How do you go from Rabiot to Casemiro in just days? Like, if you knew this kind of player was available, why were you? Don't get me started on Man United. So I still think this is still hurried knee-jerk reaction. But the thing is that sometimes when you do rubbish, you can still strike gold. They say a faulty clock is still right twice a day. You get, so even in those desperate, uncalculated moves, you can still strike gold. And this might be one of those situations. It might not. And then this, I would support Casemiro. I think he's an awesome player. He's a world class player. He has proven this over years in Madrid with what he's done. He's the type of player Man United fans have always known we needed in terms of the CDM role. I think we've known for years that we lack a proper central defensive midfielder. We tried to we got Matic late in his career, so that's another. Hope it doesn't turn out to be another Matic. Matic was brilliant in that position. You get at Chelsea, came to United, and then he started his decline. Hope it doesn't get to be something like that for us. Yeah, we've tried to solve that CDM position over years, but we've not been able to solve it. And yeah, Casemiro seems like the perfect solution. But I do not think we should just get only Casemiro. No, even in that midfield, with Casemiro, Fred or McTominay would still be starters there. You get, and I do not want anything to do with McFred, either as a couple or as singles. No McFred. So ideally, what I would want is a Frankie De Jong to play with Casemiro. You kind of sense there could be greatness in such a partnership. And Man United are still in for De Jong. There's money to spend, £300 million worth of it. So yeah, that's something I think we should do. Anthony, Cody Gakpo, get both of them. Can we pay? That's the same thing with Anthony. So we are paying the same money we refused to pay weeks back that Ajax had quoted us, that we could have gotten Anthony weeks back. He could have trained with the team. Now we are going back. It just smacks of we don't know what we are doing. It seems like they're trying to bribe the fans. You get right. Man United are in a state right now where it's an all-time low, and at an all-time low, a new buyer has come up to buy the club, and these are things that have led to several protests. You get in Manchester, in the stadium, and now that voice is beginning to get very loud. United fans want a change of ownership at the club. Now the Glazers have unleashed £300 million to get new players, get that excitement up. Will it work? To a good extent, I think it would work. I think when I speak to United fans, maybe United fans abroad care as much as possible, but I speak to the United fans here, they really do not care. They just want to see their teams playing good football. So will it divide the fan base? Yes, it will divide the fan base, and it's fine. If the team performs, I think that's what we all want. We can deal with it. But for me, I still think that for there to be wholesale changes at the club, there needs to be a change of ownership. Will it happen? I don't know. Let's wait and see. My own is to talk football. And spending £300 million is definitely a good development for someone like Ten Hag. At least he can start getting players that can. I think we need a right back as well. Let's not forget that we need a right back. I don't think we want Bissaka, and then we need to move players on. That's another thing. We cannot have disgruntled people that you do not want in the. Phil Jones. Why is Phil Jones still at Man United? Phil Jones' story is, I think, it's a fairy tale because you've been injured for and you just keep getting your emails. He must have the Glazers nudes or something. Yeah, let's not get distracted. So yeah, we need some outgoings. Wan-Bissaka, Phil Jones, Bailly is about to go to Marseille now, so that's a welcome development. Heard McTominay, West Ham. I don't know how true that is, but I don't think it's so true. I would sell McTominay straight up. You get some good cash that we can also use to reinvest. And then the baba of them all, Harry Maguire. I think for Maguire, Chelsea wants to sign him. Gladly. I think that move might actually be a win-win for everyone. He probably will do well in Chelsea. You get Chelsea play a back three, a back five, some people will say. And that's where it's been proven that Maguire is most comfortable in. So he could actually be a very shrewd acquisition. And I would take a flight from Naija to Manchester and personally drive him to Chelsea. If he needs it to be done, I'm willing to offer my service free of charge. You get so, but do I think it will happen? I do not think it will happen. He's Man United captain. We paid 80 million for him. I don't know in terms of optics if they would want that to happen. Yeah, so Man United team is looking, but sadly, all this won't happen quick enough. We've already lost 2 matches in this season. We're playing Liverpool Monday, and I think we'll get beat. Liverpool haven't started great either, and they've drawn their first two matches. They're going to be without Nunes. They are going to be without Firmino. They have a bit of midfield in terms of depth as well. So Liverpool are, if there's a best time to face Liverpool, is right now. I don't think they are at their best. They are way off their best. And if there couldn't have been a better time to face Liverpool. But do we have what it takes in the squad right now to play Liverpool? I don't think so. I think we'll get beat. But it's Man United. We have been known to surprise. We can go there and then pull off a stunner. I would not be surprised, but I do think we'll get beat. What team will I want to see played? Yeah, David De Gea in goal. Dallo, definitely. I think he offers more than, but it could be Wan-Bissaka because it could be a game where we have to take a lot of pressure. Wan-Bissaka is good in one-on-ones. I could play Wan-Bissaka. Just to be cautious. But is Ten Hag a cautious coach? I think he's more pragmatic, more forward playing. But if I was, I would say Wan-Bissaka, Varane, and Varane and Maguire. I would say Varane. I don't think Maguire. He would only be bid for pace, but they do not have any. So I can play Maguire, yeah, play Maguire and Varane, and then Malacia in midfield. I would then play Martinez in midfield. I'll play Martinez and one of either Fred or McTominay. I would say just to offer some balance. I would use McTominay. Martinez is left-footed, McTominay right-footed. Yeah, that kind of balance. And then in the number 10, I'll play Eriksen, not Bruno. Then in the forward lines, I'll play Ronaldo up top, Sancho off the right. And then instead of a Rashford, I would actually play a Garnacho. It might be a big game for him to get his debut, but I think that's what I would do. I think Rashford, he just doesn't impress me these days. He can't beat a player. He's low on confidence. Yeah, I would play Garnacho. But I still think we'll get beat. Nonetheless, when these new players, if we can manage to sign this amount of players in the next 2 weeks, I think it will be a better season than I was thinking it would be. If we can get De Jong, Gakpo, Anthony, a right back, because I think we need two midfielders, we need a right back, and then we need two attackers. Yeah, Man United would be looking pretty decent to maybe finish Europa League position. I still don't think we can finish top four because the teams ahead of us are better teams. They're a lot more coordinated. Can we pull something off? It will be very difficult. I still think the Liverpool, Chelsea, Man City, Arsenal, Tottenham are ahead of us. We are playing catch up, and I don't know if we'll be able to catch up. Yeah, so that's that on Man United. Don't forget to like this page, like the channel, wherever you're watching this video from. If you're a Man United fan, Naija boy, Naija girl, do the needful, like, comment, let me know your thoughts. Man United, Up United is a community for Manchester United fans. Maybe catch cruise, let's banter, you get. So till next time, Up United, see you after the match.